When Microsoft first made Excel, it was geared more towards companies and computer professionals who needed to use spreadsheet documents for their businesses. They were used for accounting and financial needs, not something that people at that time would need such a complex application for. Of course, over time, people became more independent and wanted to do their own accounting records by themselves. Because of this, Microsoft made their programs a little simpler for everyday people to use, even people with only the most basic computer skills. Therefore, one should have no problem with the basic functions of Excel. Graphics were incorporated into the design of the toolbar to help users even more. If you look at the top right, you will see a floppy disk and a little piece of paper with a magnifying glass. The floppy disk is the save button, and if you hover over it, you can see that it says save. And the picture of a paper with a magnifying glass is the print preview and print button. If you press the floppy disk or the save button, it will bring you up a prompt to save your document, or if you have already saved your document, it will just resave it. If you click on the print preview button, it will show you exactly what your document will look like if you were to send it to the printer. Aside from the graphics making the functions of the application clear, there's also built-in help that can be used to help someone if they are unsure of various functions available in the program. I will go more into detail about the various help offered momentarily. Microsoft Office offers built-in help in all of its programs. It's easily accessible by either pressing the F1 key found at the top of your keyboard, or you can click on the blue circle with the question mark. Once open, you could type in what you're looking for. For example, if you wanted more information about the average function, you could just type in average, press search, and check out the search results that come up. If, while working on a project, you find that you make an extensive mistake that you're unsure of how to fix, whether it be a wrong calculation or the program feels that something is amiss, the user will be prompted that an error was made and give helpful hints as to how to fix the error. For example, if when putting in a function you forget to put the last parentheses, a prompt will come up saying that the formula you have entered is incorrect, and it will even show you how you can fix it. When the user is working with a chart or a graph, a new special ribbon appears. Notice how if you select the chart, up here the Chart Tools ribbon appears. This ribbon appears to give the user who is using a chart help specific to that chart. For example, it displays commands that can only be used for a chart and not data entered into cells. If, while working on a project, you find that you made an extensive mistake that you're unsure of how to fix, you can simply press the undo button to retrieve the data you thought to be lost. For example, if I were to go up here, accidentally press 88 in that box, and I don't feel like retyping the data because I don't exactly remember what number it was, you can just press this button up here, which is the undo button, and it will get the original number back. If you accidentally press the undo button too many times, you could always press the redo button. The redo button is the opposite of the undo button, as it will regain the lost data. Along with these life-saving buttons, there is also a feature available that will automatically kick in when needed. If your computer decides to not work on you, either by the program freezing or the computer itself crashing, Microsoft automatically saves your document up to the last time it was either saved by you or auto-saved. Once your computer has been rebooted and is ready to go again, you simply need to open Microsoft Word and a task pane will appear, letting you open the auto-recovered document. Sometimes the help button offered in the program will not give you the exact results you're looking for, or it may be exhausting trying to look through the results and find just what you're looking for. Then it is time to use an outside source. You can easily use a search engine such as Google, to find what you're looking for. If you're bent on sticking to help offered by Microsoft, though, you can of course call up their tech support team. Their number can be found on the Microsoft webpage. I find most effective to learn the most about Excel is through simply playing around with the program. I personally find it best to learn by clicking on different buttons and learning how they work, by reading the descriptions that pop up when hovering the mouse over a button. Another way I learn is by pressing a button and seeing how it affects my document. For example, one day I wanted to learn about all the different formulas. So I went to the Formulas tab, and I basically just picked a bunch of random formulas, and I looked at what they said, their descriptions, and I tried to figure out how that could help me. The if function is one that can be used a lot. For example, right here is an if function. Aside from having help that explains certain functions and such, if you wrote something in your document and needed to find it again, you could simply use the search and find feature. It's quite easy to use. All you have to do is press the control button and then the letter F. So while you're holding down the control button, you just press F and a little text box will appear. Then you just put what you're looking for,